A lot of people say that the Pariah is really fast, and today we're going to test that in this GTA Online video. To test it, we're going to be putting it up against a range of cars, the first of which is the Neon. Classed as a sport, it's easy to go fast, doesn't really take a lot of skill, it's electric, so that's something different. Next up is the Adder. This car probably needs no introduction, but it'll be a good showcase of how far the performance in each class has come since the launch of the game. Bringing things up to date is the Nero. I'm also going to include the Comet RS, because it's the closest thing I can reasonably think of that gets to the Pariah in the sports class. First test is of straight line speed. I'm going to use the airfield for this. When the tests are done, I just floor it, so the cars will need to have good traction off the line if they're to get a decent time. Now the tests are all done, I can tell you that the slowest time was the Comet RS with a 1808, following that was the Adder with a 1783, then the Nero with 1735, then the Pariah with 1641, and beating them all is the Neon. Shows just how much that launch made a difference, because it does not have a great top speed, that car. For the next test we take to this tight and twisty test track in the city. It's made in a way that limits the effect that a super fast top speed can have. The lap starts with hard braking into the first corner, important to get a good exit here as this road is very bumpy. Hard braking downhill into the next corner, getting a good launch up the hill, crossing the railroad tracks and going into the next turn. Being smooth is key, as there's not really much time to be gained through there. Minding the bumps going over the railroad tracks, it's best to go wide at this corner so you get a good launch. Cutting the corner slightly there so you don't end up in the barriers is important. Going into the last corner, almost hitting the barrier is key to getting a good launch on the straight. That completes the lap. That last corner proved very difficult, as did all the other corners, inevitably. The results here are really interesting. So the slowest time was the Adder with a 44-second lap. The next slowest was the Neon with a 43-second lap. Going up we have the Comet RS with a 42.322. The Nero did a 42.120, and the Pariah did a 41.499. just shy of a second faster than Nero. Taking the overall win, it's clear that the Pariah is significantly faster than everything else. I mean, it beat some of the fastest supercars, and it's in the sports class. Even if it was in the supercar class, it would still almost always dominate. So, and my theory behind why it's so fast is that Rockstar made the car so fast that it would be, and the way that it handles, so that it would be uncontrollable. So despite it being really fast, you'd never not make a mistake enough for all the other cars in the class to catch up. Clearly that doesn't work in practice, hence you get the 1 second better lap times. It's clear then that Rockstar on this occasion did not get the balance right. If you liked the video, remember to like it and subscribe if you want this series to continue.